Please like and subscribe. It helps support the channel. It don't cost nothing. Watch to the end. Share your friend.
Ready for action. Can't we just blast them? Drop your lines and reload your weapons.
Oh gosh. Welcome. How's it? Welcome to my channel, Mongoose Max Hawaii. The channel. The fever has fried my brain.
Keep moving, trooper.
However, that will not stop me from playing with rubber gloves, because I found them. Oh no. Okay, this is not gonna happen. No, it is. It was so fun putting it on the other time, but the more fun thing was
Trooper standing by.
the sound effect it made with the mic. I was trying to reconstruct it. There's our little bad boy now. And I got this guy. Okay, now the microphone's here because this is Whatevah. Welcome to Whatevah. It's not newspaper. I told you, it's not newspaper. But I did bring the newspaper. But this microphone here, this is like one of these fancy do freaking tripods. I don't know, I got it used, so it's just cheap. But it's kind of broken leg. This one doesn't, not two of them aren't stable. But anyways, aside from that, I'm looking about, is it the microphone? Is it the recorder? Because one of these suckers gives me problem, editing. Trying to get it's so hard to get good audio. So that's why I said, I don't want to go crazy. So I invested in the kind. And better work. I don't know if I put up gain, it's not going to do anything. Well, it does something, but I don't know if it's going to improve anything. Okay, so now hey, the momster is preparing for a visitation of my sister. Hi sis, I see ya. No, thanks for subscribing. And so is my sister. We're gonna have a barbecue on 4th of July, despite the fact, the dubious relaying of information that the president has put a ban on hamburgers. Dr. Seuss. What else? Forget. If you listed them all in order, the culture wars they call it. If you list them all in order and you just list it, just like say the list out, just like, you really are crazy. They're not crazy. They're desperate. They're desperate and they're dumb, because they're trying to push hot buttons that they think the American public will go ape shoots over, and they probably use computer AI algorithms to figure out, how you can look up stuff on one of the big tech companies' names. I'll try to be like that. But, you know, you look up something on a search engine and you can see the most popular searches. So they have stuff like that. It's easily available. And so they come up with, they see that in the news and it comes up and they're like, hey, we can do something with this so-called Dr. Seuss band. And it was really their own company that went, you know, these two books aren't selling anyways, and they are kind of, you know, right after World War II. Yeah, we'll just can those. But and they're banning Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss banned Dr. Seuss. Anyways. Let's see. Oh. Cope. Yeah, one of my chores, it's like just staying out of the way, getting well, not making more of a mess, and wearing a glove. And since we shall create bunkers, and then we'll have to populate some bunkers with all the most beautiful, sexually virulent females. No? Doctor? No. I mean, Dr. Strangelove. Dr. No's different. Dr. No's coming up later. Where was I? Oh, yeah. My chore was to revitalize the coffee machine. It works. Okay. Now, the coffee machine hadn't been used for a long time because the kitchen was a witch's own. It was just too... I mean, I laugh at that and I say the witch and stuff like that, but there was some serious... There was so much hatred and it was focused and directed that you can call it something else in psychology, but in spirituality it was dark, and it was basically attracting law of attraction. They're attracting demonic forces, and it really was it was bad. So you go up there and it's like you can't. Anyways, so anyways, I revitalized the coffee machine, which hadn't been used for a long time, and it makes coffee. And I question really old U-Ban. It's okay. It's like cowboy coffee. Sure ain't sweet. It's like the situation in America. It's all heat wave and this and that, and I'm gonna do this because heck, man, with this kind of stuff, I'm gonna be making this too long. So yeah, the stuff in America, there's all kind of things. A hot air balloon fell out of the sky and people died, and there was an educator and a teacher, and all this stuff that people. I'd feel really bad if it was somebody I knew or something. I feel bad that it was somebody, and somebody knows somebody, and they lost somebody, and you kind of get that feeling. But then there is that Surfside, whatever, the Florida hotel. That's so criminal negligence right there. People are gonna get nailed with criminal negligence and wrongful death suits and stuff like that. But they're all hanging on for hope for survivors. It's like day 6? Day 6? If they locked you in a closet with, about this much space to breathe for 6 days with no food and no water, I think time is run out. So if they had the chance to pick out survivors, day 6. But anyways, I feel bad for them, but it's called Sympathy, right? Sympathy, where it's like a vibrational chord. You'll see this in physics. Say like a harmonic string, right? I mean a string, like as a string instrument. Say it was like the upright bass of a hillbilly band. Boom, boom, it's just one string, it's the bass. Boom, boom, one string, drum down there. Boom, boom, you do the string, and the string transmits down to the bass. It acts like a speaker. Well, a bass of a drum. I think a drum, like a kettle. You know those things, those iron buckets. Boom, 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 boom. And if he hits it in the middle, it'll be a big note. Hits it up here, it'll have waves. String theory, check it out. Not the little microscopic things or subatomic things, but, you know, instrument waves. Now think of that, you know, instrument, violins, or string. It makes a sound. You pluck it like a guitar. Now ukulele is over there. I just thought of this. I would have had it in my hand. Boom, 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 boom. I keep doing that. Boom, boom, boom. It kind of goes out and it resonates in your body, and you can kind of hear it and feel it, and you go, You can kind of replicate that sound. Now, so goes with feelings. Did you ever sit next to a agitated, nervous person? Like, so you have to sit next to them in a bus stop or something. They're like agitated, and you're just sitting next to them, and it's like, you'll feel agitated. Now, imagine somebody telling you stories, sad stories. My life is so bad, sad stories, sad. Then you're gonna sympathize with that feeling, and then now you're gonna be in that sad stories. That's where sympathy is manipulation. And other places, people sympathize with tragedy and the news, and the tragedy hasn't happened to them, so you should just be thanking God it didn't happen to you. Am I missing a light here? We need some more light. And so anyhow, yeah. So for alcoholics, sympathy is a bad word, because you shouldn't just sympathize over everybody's feelings. Vicariously going, feather in the wind. And sympathy is also used. So anyways, that's it. The sad story of sympathy. Empathy is good. Empathy is necessary. Empathy makes us human. It's the thinking of the other. It's like, I know, I felt like you felt before, but never say, I know how you feel. But that's the category. But you don't go, I know how you feel. I just lost my mother, you mother beep. And you never in Nam. You'll never know how I feel. PTSD day. So anyways, let's take a quickie looky at the newsy. Offshore wind farms. Why behind on coastal projects? Gee, we're surrounded by an ocean. That's my response to that. Fees for non-residents will be more than double. Hanama Bay, anybody? If you're a resident, you're free. You show me your ID card. I guess your vaccination card too. And active military. And if you're a tourist or visitor or cherished traveler, trans-Pacific travel, whatever they call it, to make you feel good, or your bucks. Yeah, they're out for your bucks. You know it. Come on, you know it. And when they're it's like marketing. It's like, they're marketing. They're trying so hard. It's like, I get it. I see right through all this. Just stop it. You're wasting millions and billions of dollars of marketing for that, and just stop. Spend it in I'm in debt. F you. So anyways, now's the time for residents to go to Hanama Bay or Hanauma Bay, however you prefer, and then look at the others again. I'm free. I'm a resident. Do it. Back in the day in 1983, despite what this driver's car said, he didn't stop me downstairs. People visit drive through to pick a meal before heading out to the they caught a thing with Snow White's re-released on the Speak to the Arena. Ronald straight out the window. That's back in the day. Is like, oh, that's okay. More Heat records. Okay, that's nice. I've been in Montana during the summer. We did a horse show. It was like 110, Oh no! Oh no! Okay. Oh, I didn't plug in my computer. Oh, we're looking for trouble now. Okay. Well, we're doing a horse show. Or someone else is doing a horse show, and I was participating in its what do you call it? It's progress. It's the horses. This was a horse show where the horses go English saddle and they jump over, jump over the things, and they jump around. It's like hunters from old hunting things in England. I jump over the fence. I'm in a horse. I go over, jump over the fence, and then horse show, not rodeo. And this is Montana, so it's kind of cutting edge. And I had the cowboy hat, and in my backpack I had bottles of bottled water that were frozen solid. I froze them all solid. They're all in my backpack with the cowboy hat. And the horse knocks over. They knock over the little pole, and they go around the thing. Go over there and lift up the end of the pole. Put it back. Yeah, that was my. All right, well, that was fun. Gee, you lead such a wonderful life. I can't wait to watch more of these to find out more of your teams face peril in the collapse of the search. I'm sorry. I mean, I know it's only going to be counting people that are gone. Air conditioners can. Oh, let's read a brief editorial. Just because this is like slacking post. I did so much editing last night. I mean, I did partially. Troilus and Cressida. Agamemnon. Go tell Achilles Hector wants to see him in his tent. We're all fight Ajax. Oh, he's going around. I don't know how they did that in the olden days. I mean, I swear to God, it would have been all day. You go in the morning. It's all day. Air conditioners. Here's a letter to the editor. Yay. A little light. Air conditioners can add to global warming. Yep, it's time to buy our first air conditioner. It's getting hotter and hotter. But wait! Energy from burning fossil fuels is needed to produce parts, shipped to a factory, assemble and package the parts, ship to certain countries, and transport to the stores. Then we can buy one, install it, and run it all day using energy from fossil fuels. With all the suffering and happiness bound to worsening for species around the planet, do we really want to add to more with air conditioner for our homes? When do we stop the shop? William Metzger, Manoa. I see this William Metzger guy often. He's a contributor for letters to the editor. Quite often I see that name. Good for you, William. Yes, it all is based on fossil fuel, even electricity. Unless, of course, it's solar, wind. But even the wind, I'm sure they had some type of electricity in that thing moving it around. Anyways, and one last side note, there's nothing in the sports. It's like tennis or something. Whatever. Legendary big wave surfer dies at 84. Never knew the guy. So here he is down here. People always ask, what makes it people want to give up their friends, their family, their jobs just to go surfing? Those people always categorize surfing as a sport, but it's not. It's a lifestyle. Okay. Your lifestyle of ditching your family, your friends. Like, man, later, man. Oh. I think it's all about one-upping. There's a certain part of it to go, yeah, no, I'm sorry, I don't even comment on the survey, it's a whole freaking survey. It's like commenting on horses and horseback riding. Legendary big wave surfer Greg the Bull Knoll. So guy was 84. Wow, back in the day, man, he's got some freaking big guns in the arms, eh? A lot of packing some muscle. Oh, packing some muscle. So, did I just make this really long? I did. I'm sorry. Anyways, I'll just make it longer by sitting here. No. Anyways, thanks for watching. Aloha. Hengus. To I don't know if I'm gonna add that. Ooh, ah. Bye. Aloha.